by her wife as the search for that woman continues.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
During the Jeep President's Day sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2024 Wrangler 4xE for $299 a month or get 0% financing for 72 months in Jeep Wrangler 4xE. See your SoCal Jeep brand dealer today.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
During the Jeep President's Day sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2024 Wrangler 4xE for $299 a month or get 0% financing for 72 months in Jeep Wrangler 4xE. See your SoCal Jeep brand dealer today.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
Welcome to KCAL News at 11 on CBS News Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Amanda Starantino in for Chris Holmstrom. Two deadly shootings in a matter of days in the same place in Westmont in South LA. Detectives now trying to figure out if they're connected. KCAL News reporter Cara Finstrom shows us what they've learned so far.
A sergeant tells us that the woman killed last night had been in this alley and that a candlelight vigil had just taken place for the man who died the night before. Neighbors say they heard 6 or 7 gunshots right before 10. Here's more from that sergeant.
It's possible that our victims in this case were attending the vigil or knew about the vigil, but we don't know what incident sparked this gunfire.
Were there a lot of other people here, and are you looking for potential witnesses?
So we are looking for witnesses. We have there have been no witnesses that have come forward, so we don't know who or how many were actually saw the shooting.
Detectives say a man in the alley was also shot, but he was hit in the foot and is okay. This morning, investigators have been collecting bullet casings out here and speaking with neighbors. All of this happening here in the 1200 block of West 87th Street. We also have video of the response last night. Firefighters did rush that woman to the hospital, but doctors were not able to save her. Detectives also say that a suspect was seen running away. Right now, though, the only description they've released is that the suspect appears to be a man. Now, just one day earlier, the initial shooting took place. Investigators had this same area sealed off. They have not yet released the name of that victim, but say he died in the street. At this point, they say they're looking into all possible scenarios, from the woman just happening to be here paying respects in the wrong place at the wrong time to this potentially being more targeted. Now, I want to give you a look here at a laundromat right next to the alley. You can see there's a security camera up there. Detectives tell us they're working right now to get some footage from that camera. They're also canvassing some of the other nearby businesses and, again, looking for witnesses, asking anyone who may have been at that vigil to come forward. Cara Finstrom, KCAL News.
Well, newly released video shows several teens beating a driver unconscious near Beverly Hills. Police need help finding them now. And as KCAL News reporter Tina Patel shows us, this is not the first attack like this.
We checked with police and they don't have any updates, but they're hopeful someone can recognize some of the teens that attacked a man in this intersection and then left him unconscious in the street. That's why they released a video. Now, we've blurred the faces because police believe most of the suspects are underage, between 16 and 18 years old. Police say there were a group of about 25 of them on bicycles messing with drivers on San Vicente Boulevard Saturday evening around 5 p.m. Witnesses say a 27-year-old man got out of his car when someone smashed his windshield, and that's when the mob of teens knocked him down, punching, kicking, and stomping on him. That man is now recovering at home. According to his family, he had some injuries to his face and head, but he did not need to be hospitalized. Here's how one witness described the attack.
It was extremely violent. They didn't care about his life. You could tell they were kicking him in the head, they were kicking him in the body. They had absolutely no sympathy whatsoever for this victim, and it was completely unprovoked.
6 weeks ago, there was another incident involving teens on bikes just a mile and a half away. That group confronted the driver of a white Mercedes who was speeding around them, at times running red lights and going on the wrong side of the street. The teens ended up following the driver into a parking garage, jumping on his car and attacking him. Police have not said whether they think it's the same group of teens involved in both incidents, but again, they're asking anyone with information to come forward so they can prevent any future acts of violence. In Carthay Circle, Tina Patel, KCAL News.
In developing news now, fire rips through a pallet yard in Sun Valley. Assignment manager Mark Liu is at the desk with this video. Mark, what's going on here?
Yeah, Amanda, pallet fires, they almost always burn really bright and hot. They're nothing but fuel. It's all just dry wood. And in this particular case, firefighters, they worked really hard to save the surrounding buildings. Take a look at the video. You can see these bright orange flames just burning in there at the pallet yard on West Sherman Road and Radford Avenue in Sun Valley last night. Now, LA City Fire says they got the call just after 10 o'clock of really thick smoke coming up from behind a large warehouse here in this warehouse complex. When they arrived, they said they found hundreds of dry wood pallets on fire. There were also several large box trucks back there that were going up as well. So firefighters, they called for extra help, and they said they prioritized saving that warehouse and the neighboring industrial buildings as well. So firefighters used what's called heavy streams. You see it right there, very large hose lines to get this pallet fire extinguished. It took about 35 minutes to get the bulk of the fire put out. Good news is, Amanda, they saved all of the surrounding buildings from burning, but these pallets there, they're obviously destroyed, and now an arson team is going to work on investigating what started that pallet fire last night. That's it here from the desk. Back to you.
All right, well, I'm glad it's out now. Thanks, Mark. A beautiful start to the day. Let's get a check of our next weather with meteorologist Paul Diano. And Paul, it's going to be even warmer than yesterday. Wow.
It is, and the warming trend continues even tomorrow. So maybe today's the day where you kind of want temperatures to stop. It is really pleasant outside. Los Angeles, currently, not a high today, currently 71 degrees. Simi Valley, 74. Santa Clarita, almost 80 already. Not even lunchtime yet. Temecula, 77. If you do want to cool off, you could head to our Orange County beaches. Laguna Beach is only 56 degrees. We welcome back our Malibu camera. This is our shot there. Our camera just came back into service after all of the fires. We have nothing but sunshine there, and our Long Beach camera is showing you a little bit of cloud cover hugging the immediate coastline, but get inland just a little bit, and we are seeing a good dose of sunshine. Look at these temperatures today. This is more like June and less like February. Metro area up to 80 and the high desert up to 77 degrees. Tomorrow's the warmest day. We'll talk about how warm Wednesday will be. That's coming up. Back to you.
Paul, thanks. The LAPD this morning holding its first Human Trafficking Prevention and Resource Summit. The summit focuses on education, sharing best practices, and fostering collaboration to come up with better strategies against exploitation. Several local, state, and federal agencies took part in this morning's summit with a goal to create safer communities and a future free from human trafficking.
This isn't just a city issue. This is a county-wide issue. And the purpose of bringing all of our nonprofit organizations